Tell me about what you were doing before Year Up and how you heard about the program and why you decided to join.
Before Europe, in May of 2015, I just graduated from my community college, and I graduated with a communication studies degree, solar technology degree, as well as a building science degree. And I was trying to find a job within that field, but it was kind of tough. I did get into a startup company called Golden Gate Power, and I did a lot of consulting, but it just wasn't, I just wasn't feeling like that was what I was meant to do. And so I started going back to my old job as a server. So I've been working there for about 7 years now, and I serve for in an equity club, and I also got a second job as a after-school teacher for fifth graders. And so I was doing that and looking for new opportunities, because usually after community college, I was trying to look into going into a UC, but I didn't want to go to that traditional route, so I was trying to find new opportunities. And my friend told me about Year Up, and he actually was going to sign up with me, but he didn't, so I signed up and continued because I heard about the opportunities you guys were offering, how IT is something, or just technology in general is something that I was always interested in. I've always been around. So, I signed up, gave it a chance, and here I am today.
Why do you want to work in tech?
Well, like I said, I've always been around technology, so I've always had an interest in just knowing how things work. And I'm also a big fan of playing games, and gaming has a lot to do with technology. And so I wanted to do something that could be a part of that community, and actually did get into something like that. So there's a gaming company called Blizzard Entertainment, and I play a lot of their games. And so there was a time where they invited me to try one of their new games, and I was one of about 300 people that got to test their game and give them feedback, and it was a lot of fun. They didn't pay me to do it, but it was a really fun experience while I was doing it with my friends.
So, Alex, I want you to think about your biggest challenge or growth area during learning and development. So what was that? And what did you do to overcome this challenge? And what specifically will you do to plan ahead and ensure you are set up for success on the internship in this area?
I'd say the biggest challenge during L&D phase was organization and time management for me. Just because I didn't really have that kind of structure before, because while going to community college, I would choose my own schedule, and if I didn't feel like this was working out for me, I would just do it my way. And usually I would have like classes like late at night, like nighttime, so that in the morning time I can do really whatever I want. But once I got to Year Up and started this program, like everything changed. I had to be here at 8. There's a lot of rules and core values I have to follow, and I said I have to do this because this is just how things are. So I made a change, and organizing. I started using a planner. Like, I've never used a planner to the full extent that I've had today, but now that I've done it, it's really helped me out with my life. I've gotten things done on time, and gotten things done that I never thought would possible. And even if I had a large workload, I was still able to finish most of it, if not, and have it be on time. Just time management. That was something that I was working on.
So, what specifically will you do to plan ahead and ensure you're set up for success on the internship?
During internship, I'll probably use a planner and use all my colleagues and friends to help me out through that time during internship, just so that I can stay on track and keep myself motivated to keep doing what I'm doing, what I'm passionate about, and just give it all my best.
Thank you.
Did you review the internship descriptions? Did you choose
Yes.
one?
Yeah, I chose project management
Yep.
coordination.
Okay, so explain what makes you a strong candidate for that technical internship.
I believe I'm a strong candidate just because throughout the L&D phase, I realized that I'm a really good good listener and communicator. And I also joined a club that Europe started here, which was Toastmaster. Monena, she's in it too.
That's right.
And I've gotten to practice and hone these skills, which I think are very useful as a project manager. You know, being able to motivate and lead people, as well as in that track, I think I really love to solve problems for people. And so working with the team is something that I kind of envision myself doing and helping solve problems that people have. And I think a good example that I think I got from being in this, going for that track is when I was working for my solar company. I really wanted to make a difference in people's lives by telling them that there's this great technology out there that can not only save you money, but you can help save the planet by having solar panels on your roof. Although that didn't really work out for me, I learned that if I just keep going through that path and following what I believe in and what I think is right, then I think it'll work out for me in the long run.
Okay, we're gonna go to a scenario-based question now.
Yes.
Imagine you were asked to organize a room with a lot of tech equipment. What tools and processes would you use to keep track of what's there and what's going to get taken out?
If I'm managing a list of tech items, I'll probably have a list of all the items that are there. And if whoever is gonna borrow these tech, I'm gonna have them sign out and sign back in so that I know who took the item and when they're gonna bring it back. You know, I'll probably ask them that too before they take it, so that I know like a general idea of how long they're gonna be using it. And I'll probably also let them know that if they damaged any of these tools, they're gonna have to be responsible for it as well. So just to make sure that everyone's on the same page and that the tools that come back to me are in the same way that I got them.
Great. Alex, think about a time you were faced with a difficult situation that needed your attention immediately. How did you handle the situation and what was the outcome?
So during this incident, it was my grandma was really sick and she was kind of a little crazy, and my dad couldn't handle her, so he called me to ask for my help. But at the time, I was about 2 hours away from where they were, so there was no way that I could get there on time, or in time actually. And so I had to go. I called everyone that I knew that was in the area. I called my friends, I called my brother, and thank God my brother answered, you know, and I told him, I need you to help me with this, because Dad can't handle Grandma, and you need to go. Can you help me? You know, go there and help them out. And he was reluctant. He was free at that time, and he was close enough where he was able to get there. And I was able to still make it there after my drive, and to see like the results of, you know, my grandma being calm again, taking her medicine, because she thought that my dad was trying to poison her with the medications that she was taking. But yeah, I'm glad that I had that support that was able to help me, even though my dad was leaning on me to help him. I'm glad that I could lean on my brother to help me out in a time like that.
Thank you.
Here's another scenario. You have a remote manager who is always busy and difficult to reach. You have significant downtime on internship and are not sure what to do. Walk us through an immediate and longer-term plan to address this concern. Be specific.
Could you repeat that question
Yeah.
one more time?
So you have a remote manager who is always busy and difficult to reach. You have a significant downtime on your internship and are not sure what to do. Walk us through an immediate and longer-term plan to address this concern. Be specific.
So if I had a manager that was hard to reach and difficult to reach, and I had a lot of time, I'll probably see if I could talk to his manager to see if there's any way I can reach them, or if they could help me reach them. If not, then I'll definitely try it on my own and use any kind of method to get a hold of them, and that would be calling them, emails, text message, maybe even trying to find information of like where they're located. Maybe it's close enough where I can go myself to find them since I have a lot of downtime. Other than that, I think if it's not a serious problem, I'll probably try to figure it out myself and use my resources like internet or colleagues. But overall, first use my resources, then try to use any kind of other communication ways to get a hold of them if I really need them.
Okay, so Alex, right now what we're going to do is we're going to transition, once Monet is ready, into our tech demo.
Okay, yeah.